wine, wine, wine. Kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Wine, sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea. Sipping and spilling it.
What is poppin', everyone?
What's poppin'?
How you niggas doing?
Niggas is feeling like a beautiful ass motherfucking butterfly. I feel like I've been shedding all this dead skin, all these dead niggas, all this dead energy, and now a bitch is here.
Mm-hmm. There's something better than a dead nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding.
I'm gonna say,
I'm kidding, of course.
I'm gonna say I don't support it, but you know what? She might not be wrong.
Either. I don't support it either. That's terrible. No, I was just kidding. But you know what? Actually, this nigga is actually leaving a lot of dead niggas around because there's this man in Dallas going around giving people HIV. So I sent you the story the first time and you're like, I don't believe it. But you're like, does he know he have it? Does he really have it? I was like, girl, yeah, he has it. So there's this girl who's making TikToks and she was like giving it. First, she was scared to give it up who he was, and she was just describing him, and she was like, well, you're like, she needs to describe him, because you need to protect people, regardless of what it was.
That is
you
your
need
duty.
To tell people who it is. So finally she's telling us who this man is, and he is a Hispanic man going around giving men and women HIV on purpose. He knows he has it, and he actually recently she said he moved to Oklahoma or somewhere.
That's really close to Texas.
Yeah, well, he was already in Dallas, so he was in Texas.
You're right.
So he recently moved to Oklahoma to get away from all these allegations. But yeah, so that's just to say, like, really be careful out there, because the fact that someone who knows he has HIV and is purposely spreading it, people like that exist. And we just got to just make sure we're extra careful with ourselves and our bodies and just put our health first. Like, we've all had unprotected sex that we shouldn't have. But as we get older, like, we could stop that shit. Because anything could happen.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like this nigga going around giving people HIV. That's crazy.
And that's wild.
With that being said, the girls are back at it again with another messy ass episode of Sip and Spill, where we create conversations all wow.
Sipping wine.
I go by the name of Thug Motherfucking Sammy.
And I'm ambitious, your favorite human, Teray.
Ow.
So today we have a very special guest.
We do.
A very, very, very... You all want a drum roll, please?
We love a good drum roll.
Okay, introduce yourself. Tell them where they can find you. Tell us about you a little bit. Give us a little backstory.
My name is Loyal Ammons.
Yeah.
Is that your real name?
My government name.
Wow, because when she kept telling me Loyal, I said, "Is that her name?"
Right.
I didn't say that to you, but I'm thinking, is her
Okay.
name Loyal?
I know someone named Loyal, so.
Is it a guy?
Yes.
Same. I know, because they not loyal. They not loyal.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
But yes, no. I am the owner and founder of Indulgeray.
Indulgeray. I'm glad you said it, because I was like, I'm going to ask her how to say that, because I was sounding real like, So yeah, Indulgeray.
Indulgeray.
Where can they find you?
I am on Instagram at Indulgeray, INDULGERE.co, as well as Facebook, Indulgeray. Getting my YouTube started, but not quite yet. But
it took us 3 years to get our YouTube together. So you know what? Don't give up the dream. Honestly, do not give up the dream.
Don't give up the dream and just keep just try it.
I'm gonna say you don't even know what you're doing, because we don't know.
We don't know what we're doing, and
we getting some views. Okay.
So yeah, just put yourself out there.
I'm gonna say all content is good content. So you know how we used to have our little icebreaker that used to be what was it? Word association. But we changed it now because we are bigger, better, better bitches. So we want to try new, bigger, better ideas. So we're going to play Do or Drink. And we're going to help you guys get to know the guests a little bit more. I mean, it's probably not going to be that much getting to know because we already picked the cards pre-picked. So I'm just going to mix them up and shuffle and see. It's pretty much like, never have I ever, right? Like when people say never have I ever.
Okay.
That's a good way to explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never have I ever, Okay, so what does the card say?
Drink if you have a tattoo.
Okay, so what kind of tattoo do you have a tattoo?
I got hella tattoos.
Okay, so we all taking a shot then, because we all have tattoos.
There we go.
And I'm going to mix up again.
Zag.
Hella tattoos. Explain your tattoos while she's pouring the shots for us.
So this is my newest.
Oh, okay.
It's about 3 weeks old.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really
so
fresh.
cute. That looks like yours, Samantha, the big ass lady you have on. Like the little henna looking one.
Oh, I see the similarities. It's definitely the same style.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like
the
the
same
henna looking,
style.
not the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love elephants.
Do you have a reasoning behind you getting that, or you just got it because it looks really nice? No, honestly, it really does look nice.
I get it. Elephants they're very loyal creatures. They're protective. Need somebody to come lick this off.
Like that. You like that.
They're giant, but they look at humans as if they're cute because we're smaller.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I have a thing for them, and then my crown because
queen.
Because you're a queen.
Absolutely.
Queen shit only, yeah. Are they really scared of mice? Elephants? They said this elephants.
Probably.
Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sammy knows all these random ass facts about animals, and it really annoys the fuck out of me. Because like one day she's like, more people die from dolphins than they do by whales, and I said, why do I need to know this?
Every other episode,
I said, why do I need to know this? Like,
and she'll be like, I just read that somewhere.
Exactly. The internet be wrong sometimes, bitch. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, last one. So we all got tattoos. That's good.
Yeah.
Next one.
Fun fact, I got 2 on my pussy.
Do you really?
I got 2
I've
tattoos
seen
on
your
my
vagina.
pussy.
Are they coordinated?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She said, are you
I've
sure?
seen your vagina.
Girl, are you sure you looked?
Do I need to look again?
You didn't look.
What
You
are
probably
they?
just see my vagina in passing. You
we're
didn't
not allowed
actually
to
look.
know.
Ooh, I can't wait to discover that pussy for real, for real.
Yeah, I got 2 tattoos on my pussy that I got when I was 15.
Okay, well, I have one,
Girl,
Close to my vagina. but I feel like everyone has that one tattoo they get when they're like 14.
Yeah.
When they get it in like a kitchen and you like, so
I definitely got mine done in the nigga's house.
same. In an apartment.
Yeah.
Rats everywhere.
Jesus.
I know, but you know what? It's okay. Because I made out the hood.
Girl, you were never in. You're from fucking Iowa, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I feel exposed. Okay. What is the next one?
Oh, okay. It says rule. Make a rule that everyone must follow until another rule card is drawn.
We can't do that.
We can't do that one.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about
Why'd
that.
you even put that in?
I put that in there because I was thinking like throughout the whole episode, if someone wanted.
But until we draw another
You
one.
put that back in.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I put that one back in. Like that one was even an option. Because what if she picked it again?
Right.
Right.
Social. All players must take a hefty gulp from
I
their
thought that I was doing something right. Okay, 2 more, and then there were 2. Okay, like damn, I'm here.
Don't leave anything to Ami. That's
What does it say?
Don't leave anything.
all females must drink.
You know what? Why would you pick that? These are stuff she pre-picked. She pre-picked. That's crazy.
I think I secretly wanted us all to drink
did.
anyways. You know what?
You know what?
It's okay.
We got our shot in. Let's get into
That's
the motherfucking
hilarious.
episode.
Let's get into the motherfucking episode. It is literally okay. I did what I could. Okay, I'm only human.
Oh God.
Okay, so let's get into our icks of the week before we get into our wine facts, and then we get into some tea time. Tea time. So, what is your ick of the week?
My ick of the week is how ugly men want you to ignore the fact that they're ugly. That's just my biggest ick.
When does ugly men want you to know that they're ugly?
They want you to ignore the fact that they're
Oh.
ugly.
'Cause they
want you to see
ignore
all
it.
their other qualities.
Oh, that is a fact.
And they
That's
want you
true.
to forget that they're ugly. And I'm just like, okay, but you can't be that ugly. Like, I already like medium ugly niggas. So if
You really do. Your nigga already
already
On the
medium
cusp.
ugly. So if you just pass that point, I'm not ignoring that. Like, no matter how much money you got, nigga, I can't ignore that. So yeah, what's your ick of the week?
My
sis?
ick of the week is, why do niggas like to stand on sections? I don't understand why niggas like to stand on couches. Something about a man sitting on sections really make my pussy dry. Actually makes my ass itch. Like, what about it do you want to be seen so bad? We know y'all buying the bottles. We know you brought the bitches out.
Are gay niggas allowed to be on the section?
No niggas are allowed to be on
Not
sections.
even gay niggas?
No.
Damn.
Baby, you're gay. You're not a woman.
Okay.
The fuck? So yeah, that's my ick of the week. I need y'all to sit the fuck down. I need y'all to.
They're not allowed in
I'ma
sections.
say, stop being sassy. Like,
Well, stand on sections.
embrace your masculine one more time for the one more time. Okay? That's how I feel.
Do you have an ick of the week?
It don't even gotta be
You
about
were
niggas.
just
It
on
can
the
be about
airport.
life.
Something probably icked you out.
I know. I was just thinking like public bathrooms.
Ooh, they ick me too.
When people stand up when we just landed, it's my ick. That's not the ick.
I hate that shit.
Like, why? Sit your ass
that's
down.
because you're not getting out anytime soon.
Anytime the niggas in the back and seat 20, row 23 be standing up. I'm like,
Trying to get their fucking
nigga,
luggage
you on
already.
row 23. Sit down because we all did not pay for these seats.
Right.
That's a
We got basic economy.
Right.
Sit your ass down. Okay.
You know, that's a real fact. That's a fact. When we gonna get into facts, we're gonna get into some motherfucking wine facts so we can get into some
tea time.
tea time. Today we are drinking Da Vinci. Y'all know this nigga was out here doing pain and shit. So hopefully this is giving us some magical artistry.
Did you ever watch the movie, The Da Vinci Code?
No.
I heard it was a good
Tried.
movie. I never watched it.
But the thing is,
It was long.
I'm gonna say, yeah,
Was it
one
good?
thing about
I
it,
didn't watch the whole thing.
I don't like things that
boring.
are early 2000 because I'm really big on animation. So I like things that look fake. So I don't like things that look too real but trying to look fake. Does that make
I
any
don't like
sense?
things that are 2002 because I hate the way white people looked at that era. They look really,
White.
yes, that Jennifer Aniston white look, that spiky hair, that thin lips. They just, the way white people look now in movies they don't look like that no
That's
more.
a fact. They,
Yeah.
gave themselves a little bit of
Yeah, they give us a little
bit.
flavor. Now they
Yeah,
just look
some
so
interest.
vanilla.
Okay. So we are drinking Da Vinci, and this is a 2021. I'm assuming this is a red blend because it doesn't just say right out that it's a Cabernet or something like that. This has 13.5% alcohol percentage. And I already skipped all this shit because I didn't write it down, but it says Da Vinci is a crimson red with an intense aromas of ripe fruit, hints of fresh strawberry and plum. I like how the fuck that sounds because all the shit sound the same, but I really like red wine. So,
They all. At this point of how long we've been doing this,
it looks like communion wine though.
it's just all the same.
The color is not giving a deep red, so it's probably really light.
It's not, yeah.
Can you give me your glass, please, ma'am? Y'all forgot I was a server, right? You know, that should be in us. All right.
All right, let's taste it. What do we think? Cheers to another messy ass episode.
Ew.
I don't like the way it smells.
It's extremely light.
Very light. Almost watered down.
It literally feels like this is not going to
Da
do
Vinci
anything
is the crappy. I don't like it.
Not Da Vinci is the crappy.
I don't like it. Even I don't like it. And I like light sweet wines. Oh my God.
We might have to put some tequila in this.
What the you paid $13 in it?
I did.
I'm not even mad at
I
it
was
because
like, oh,
$13 don't even. I paid $13 for a wine. It was better than this. So it's not even the fact you pay that. It's just that wine just sucks. So let's get into our favorite sassy ass rapper. You know what? Nothing Drake does surprise me. Everything he does, I expect that of him because he is raised by a white mom. So that just lets me know, like, everything you do, it's of course. So Drake recently dropped a new album. Did you listen to the album?
I don't think it was an album. I think it was just a song.
It wasn't a mixtape.
No, babe. It was literally just a song.
Just one song.
yes, ma'am.
So he did. Why
As
did
the freelance journalist that we are, how dare you not do your research about that?
I really thought he
it was
dropped the
only
album.
one song with SZA. One song.
And that was a Slime You Out song?
Yes, girl.
Damn, okay. So someone said he did a song with his ex. I was like, damn.
That's SZA.
They dated back in 2008.
Yeah, back in 08.
Wow.
And we didn't know that until he told us.
Of
so.
course, 'cause that's what a sassy nigga does. But anyway, so he came out with this song. Apparently, I thought it was an album. And it's called Slime You Out. And the picture of it is Halle Berry and then
Nickelodeon.
because back then they used to do that like slime shit, and she would just slime the fuck out, which honestly it was appropriate to what the song is.
Yep.
And Halle Berry is everyone's crush. I feel like Halle Berry was like that
Back
the
in the
it girl
day.
back
She
in the
was-
day.
And I feel like she's
you-
still an it girl for as old as she is.
She's fine.
She's still
Halle Berry
fine.
is still
Because you know
500.
Tyler Berry used to be the not Tyler. Oh my God.
He said, who?
Oh my. I put Tyler Perry.
Not you calling Halle
I said Tyler. No, I put Tyler Perry, Holly Berry, and I was trying to do Tyra Banks. I literally did all that all at once. Y'all,
3 different niggas.
don't do this at home. Don't do this at home, literally, because I'm still hungry. So I don't know why I said that, but I'm saying Tyra Banks.
Yes.
That's why I got the T and the B. The Tyler was the T from
Okay.
Tyler. You know, I'm trying to explain myself. It's getting worse. So Tyra Banks used to be the it girl, but that bitch look ugly now. That bitch look like her age. Like she look every
Yeah.
bit of 58 years old.
Okay, yeah. I think it's all the evil she's done. I feel like when you do evil in
it's
the
coming
world,
back to her.
it comes back to you with age. That's why white people look the way they look. So, Yeah, and okay, so she did get upset about the picture, which I understand why. And he actually asked her permission to use it, and she said no. And Drake, being the sassy half white man he is, still used it anyways. And to me, I feel like that's the fucked up part. Like, if he would have done it without asking her, that's one thing, because these pictures are on the internet. Like, they're free for anyone to use anyways. But if you're gonna ask me permission and they still do it after I say no, like, bitch, why the fuck did you even ask? How'd y'all feel about that?
Yeah. What was the point?
What was the point? Yeah.
I feel like the courtesy of it sounds great and all, but like you just said, it's on the internet. Everything is free to use. Because how many times? Because we ain't even nobody yet. Respectfully, I said yet. And people use our content all the time to push this narrative or whatever they want to fuck.
Yeah.
They will choose specifically videos that push the narrative on their page already that already does their bias. So if the picture's already out there, it can be used. He's just doing you a courtesy. And people don't even do us the courtesy of asking us.
I don't think it's a courtesy to ask if you're going to do what the fuck you want to do anyways. I think
just,
that's
I'm a back end to say
part.
like, okay, I'm not evil and spiteful, but if I need it and it makes sense, I'm going to use it.
So my point is, just use it. Don't even ask. Just use it.
Wouldn't you rather go someone tell you, hey, I'm going to post this on my page, other than someone you get fucking 10 hate mail in your fucking request?
Not if you're going to ask me and I say no, you're going to do it anyways. If you go, that's where I'm like, then what's the point of asking me? If my opinion does not matter, just do it.
Okay. So the tell.
It's the tell part.
The
like,
tell
why'd
you.
even
She need to
tell
be
me?
happy that she's relevant
I was
for
gonna say the same thing. I was
something.
going to say, honestly, it's giving her relevance. Like, honestly, we're talking about you again because we haven't talked about you since Monster Ball.
That's not true.
We
Black
we
Twitter
haven't
was
talked. We haven't
hilarious.
talked about her since Haley Berry. And
Hello? Okay,
Baby.
get into it.
Yeah.
Get into it. That's a fact.
She was like, Twitter loves Halle Berry. Once Halle Berry called on Twitter, that's our. She has a lot of Twitter followers.
Well,
We fuck
I
with
can't
Halle Berry
relate.
on Black Twitter.
I'm part of Black Twitter, and I myself do not see that on my news feed.
Yeah.
She didn't hit my algorithm.
But yeah, shout out to Halle Berry. You still a bad bitch. Drake gonna do whatever Drake want to do.
Drake on Drake, okay?
Drake on Drake, and that's okay because I have not enough money to talk about you.
Hello?
Next, what you?
Let's talk about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, y'all.
Tyler
y'all
motherfucking Perry.
favorite bad wig wearing ass motherfucker.
I feel like it's fucked up the fact that he doesn't have any writers. I think it's crazy. Why do you not have any writers?
He doesn't have any writers? Are you sure?
Tyler Perry does not have
So
any
he does
writers.
everything himself?
He does everything
Is this
himself.
another rumor you made up, or is this a fact that you looked up?
It's a fact. Tyler Perry does not have any
He
writers.
doesn't have any writers?
No.
What?
I don't know if because he don't want to pay them. Is that how he became a billionaire?
That's
I don't
probably what
know.
it is. I feel like
Yeah.
being
His
frugal.
stuff be low budget.
I'm gonna say honestly, being frugal is how you get rich.
But I feel like not having any writers, not having any other opinion to be like, hey, this might not be. It's crazy. Like no
But
other
that
person to
is-
balance
yeah,
that out.
yeah.
The shit be still fire. So whatever the fuck going on in his head.
That's too much work
That's a lot
for
of
one
work.
person.
But you gotta understand,
It's saving him millions.
let's be fucking for real. I'm gonna say honestly, but let's be fucking for real. Has he made anything that was bad outside of like? 'cause
Yes, he has.
No, the acting's always been great. I mean,
Tyler Perry has made bad movies.
has he really?
Yes.
The acting sucks, but the storyline is fire.
That's what I'm saying. The storyline makes the acting, I guess, in my opinion. Because I feel like I like those dramatic black telenovelas.
Yeah.
Like, how did
The
y'all
Family
make
That Praise, that was a good one. Diary of a
Child.
Mad Black Woman.
Child?
I like that one.
And then that one movie where he was actually straight, Timeless. What was it? That movie where he was like an
was an
FBI
action?
agent.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
I like
Killed
that.
his wife, killed everybody. He was after this white man.
I've
like,
always liked Tyler Perry plays and movies. I started watching it when I was very,
the plays
very
definitely
young.
gave what they needed to do. Because
Yeah.
I'm a big musical fan. So honestly, everything could fucking suck. But if you got some bitches that got some lungs in that bitch, I'm gonna watch it.
So let's get into what he did. So he went on a show. I don't know whose show it was. I'm sorry. I don't know.
It was a podcast. It was giving very much like lounging vibes.
It definitely was. He addressed Black women because, of course, the whole world is centered around Black women. So he addressed us and he said with his lips and his mouth that, hey, if you have a man and he's, doing what he needs to do and loving you the way you need to be loved and all he can pay is a light bill, that's enough. You should still love and accept him. And my thing is, why is the thing Black women accept less and not Black men do better? Like his topic should be focused on black
I wasn't even
men.
gonna get there. That was crazy.
That's
okay,
what it should have
damn.
been about.
Okay, Kevin Samuels Jr.
I'm just saying, like, no other race of people tell their women to accept less.
That's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Every other race of people tell their, and every race, even ethnic group, because even though we're the same race, I'm a different ethnic group. My ethnic group of people would never tell me to accept
That's
less.
a fact.
Only American men want their women to accept the bare minimum of everything. Just like that that viral TikTok video. I don't know if you knew about this guy who he bought a ring for his girlfriend. It was $35K. And the black man was trying to ask him why.
What does she do to deserve that?
$35K ring.
Yep.
And then when it was a black couple, he was trying to tell her how she should be happy with a $15 ring. She should be happy if she gets anything. He actually said, why do you need to get married? You don't need to accept that. That's how little he put her down versus the white man that, said.
Exactly. I saw that video.
He answered the question.
He answered every single question for her. He said, why she need to speak? He said, this is what she brings to my life. This is what she does for me.
Exactly.
He said, that's why she deserves this. She don't got to explain nothing to you. I said,
And that's a man. But back to Tyler Perry. We are the only group of people that we are taught to accept less. And the fact that we, on average, out-earn men. On average, we are more educated than men. On average, black women do better than black men. Why is it not to focus on black men? Just do better, And I understand what he's saying, because if you have a man who loves you and money is not that important because you're doing so well, I can understand how that dynamic could work if the man is secure and a good man. Because what he's talking about is a very, very, very rare instance of when a man's secure with not giving a lot. And actually, the light bill is crazy. If it's 50-50, I would say one thing. But just the light bill is crazy. But if he's even doing 50-50, I'm like, okay, cool. If that dynamic works for you and it's a loving relationship, that works. But we all know sometimes when a man is not making enough money, he treats you like shit. Because he doesn't love himself, he don't love you right.
He's suppressed.
And a man who doesn't make money is almost always a terrible boyfriend.
Yep.
yeah.
He's a terrible man. He puts you down. He hates himself, so he hates you. And then when he does get up, he leaves you for the bitch that he really want to be with, because why did you accept poverty?
Right. Okay, yeah. So how do you feel about that? Because I have my opinions, but let's let you.
But no, she said everything. That's exactly true.
Yeah.
Exactly true. They are depressed. Their ego is tied directly to what they can
Because they've been taught that's what they
Yes, they're
value
supposed
is.
to take care of their family, their whoever. And then they get up and it's like, you should have had better standards, bitch.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is, why don't they want to do better? I feel like because most men are used to seeing women struggle, they're okay with having a mate who does everything that their mother did, like having to be the breadwinner, having to be the caretaker. And I understand that we are in a generation of more progressive women, and us being more like you said, educated, we make more, but I feel like it's very emasculating for a man. So for me, out-earning my man, I feel like that's a problem. I don't date a man that I make more money than, me specifically, because I like to turn my brain off when I go home. So I don't want to do shit.
You think because if a man doesn't make a lot of money, he can't lead as well?
Yes,
Okay.
honestly, respectfully. Me. I'm only speaking for myself. I might be wrong. And
No,
if
I'm
I'm
just
wrong,
asking. Yeah.
no, I'm saying, if I'm wrong, I don't give a fuck, y'all. I'm 10 toes down about it.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I like the idea of being so fucking delusional and living in this like la la land. And so if you are the main provider, you're living in this state of survival all the fucking time. How am I gonna get this paid for? How am I gonna get this paid for? Because you can't rely on your man. And I like the idea of saying, I like to rely on my man. I'm really big on saying, I don't even open my fucking water bottles, because my ex-boyfriend opened water bottles for me, opened doors for me. I didn't even have to, I forgot I had shoes, tied my shoes for me. That's what I'm saying. I like the idea of just existing in a man's presence. So if I feel like I gotta do more than just exist in a man's presence, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And my ex-boyfriend, when I was talking to him like a few weeks ago or so, not my ex-boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, because I don't want to talk about the immediate one, the one I was with for 7 years. I remember he told me, and I don't give a fuck if he heard this, and I don't give a fuck if I'll say it to his face. Okay. This man told me, he said, I miss splitting bills with a woman. I said, when he told me that, I literally was on the phone with him, and I literally called him when I was on the phone with him. I was like, you splitting bills yet? He's like, well, I'm letting her make it right now because, she's doing the cooking and cleaning. I said, the fact that she's doing the cooking and the cleaning and you still want her to fucking pay bills is insane to me.
He
So make more money. Like, but I told you he been on the decline for a long time. So
He said he makes splitting bills. Oh God!
Because the thing is, even when I was with him, we weren't splitting bills. It was 30-70. I would never give you the audacity to say I split bills with you.
Men are
And it was giving very much American man energy. Because the thing is, how you fucking say shit like that when your mama didn't work? Your daddy paid all the bills. Like you downgraded from your daddy. You literally a 3.0, not even a 2.0. Actually, you a minus. Oh,
girl, he is square root.
He is square root. He's just a thought.
He is square root, girl.
You was a sperm that should never been taught. And you know what, sir? You heard it here first on the Sip and Spill. So if you got a problem with it, you got my number, babe.
Girl,
I don't give a fuck.
I have never heard a man say I miss putting bills
That's
with
what
somebody.
he said to me. And I said, I'm so glad I left you when COVID was giving the money. Because if not, I would have been stuck. I did it, and I don't give a fuck.
God, what do you think about it? I think you said he agreed. Yeah.
Women should not deserve less, and men.
Black women, you do not deserve less.
I'm gonna say it's your birthright. It's your birthright. Stop feeling like you have to inherit struggle. Because whenever I date a man, I always tell them I have no aspirations out of being a kept woman. I tell a man right up front. I said, if you can't pay my bills, if X, Y, and Z, I said there's nothing we should really talk about because I have no corporate baddie dreams. I said I don't want to climb the ladder. I said I feel like I should be at Pilates at 10, get my Starbucksies at 8 o'clock. I said if you can't facilitate a life like that for me, we shouldn't be talking.
Why are we talking?
Because I don't like guys that say you should hustle. I don't want to work hard for shit. I did that my entire life. Even in school, I didn't want to work hard. Mm-hmm. So why would I work hard with you?
Girl, they want us to work hard so bad. They want us to help build their legacy so damn bad. Just
fuck you and your kids. Shit.
Oh, no, not the kids.
The kids got to go too.
So let's get into it. I actually kind of love this couple until you kind of get the history of the couple. This couple's actually they're kind of sick. Mm-hmm. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. If you are familiar with That 70s Show, that was one of my favorite shows growing up. Mm-hmm. I actually love the show. And it was so nice to see Jackie and Kelso end up together in real life. I
love that. I don't know why I like that shit, but
we forgot that Mila was 14 when the show started. He was an adult.
Fucking lied. Let's be fucking for real. She lied. That's why she got on the show.
She lied, but she was still 14 when she got on the show, and Ashton was a grown ass man. And
I think he's like 17 or 21. I don't know
21
which one.
21 is definitely a grown man.
I don't know which one. I don't know
he wasn't a teenager because they were all adults.
How old was he? That's what I said. He was 17 and she was 14. So they were both still teenagers. Okay. But yeah, no, he was still way older than her. Because at 17, I was trying to bust up for a 21-year-old.
But 14, 17.
I'm glad my mom was strict.
When I was 14, 15, I was dating a senior in high school. So it's kind of
It does make sense. So
it does make sense. Mm-hmm. So, okay. I thought they were all adults. But fast forward. So, he has this company called Thorn, which helps sex trafficking victims. And when that came out, we were all so happy. Yes, they're just doing good for the world, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So one of the characters from That 70s Show, his name was Hyde on the show. His real name is Danny Matterson. It came out that he Masterson. Okay.
You see, the one with the fro. We like to give people nicknames or fake names because we don't remember the real names.
His real name was Danny. Okay, he was one with the fro. He was actually my favorite character, and it came out he had a whole bunch of child porn, that he actually raped women in the past, and that he was just pretty much a child predator and a rapist, and a person who actually is a leader of a company that fights against sex trafficking. Him and his wife, Mila, wrote a letter kind of defending his character, saying, oh, he was always such a good friend. He's a great person. Pretty much like a character witness type shit for his trial. He still got 20 years, which he deserved. Actually, I think he deserves more.
I think he got 30, babe.
30 years? He deserves more. But he's going to jail for his terrible crimes. But it was just so shocking to see people who we see, we kind of look up, which just says, don't look up celebrities. Yeah. Because let me talk for myself. I kind of looked up to him, especially with his whole sex trafficking thing that he was doing. And I thought that was such a great thing.
I don't look up to white people.
Okay. Well, that's very valid. And just to see him defend a rapist, you're defending the opposite of what you claim you're fighting against. Yeah. And that's just so sickening and so sad. And that the fact that they had to resign because it's you are not a representative of what you are showing out there. You are a sex offender apologist, in my opinion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My question is, respectfully, Do you feel like it's the Hollywood effect though? Because I feel like it's multiple times that you see men of 7, 8, or 10 years a senior dating women that are younger, and it's never an issue. Like, let's say Elvis Presley and Priscilla. That was like a big age gap. Let's Tyler. Why do I keep saying Tyler Perry?
Girl, you obsessed with Tyler Perry.
At this point, Tyga and Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, these are big ass age gaps that are always happening, and no one's even what's his name? Fez on the show. Fez, he was
Lizzie
with
Lohan.
Demi Lovato.
They always
That's what I'm
talked
saying.
about him.
So that's what I'm saying.
Demi
There's
Lovato, yeah.
immediate, really big age gaps because people that are 14 years old are in the same vicinity as people that are these age. So do you feel like it's a Hollywood effect, or do you really feel like they think he's a good person? Because at the end of the day, in Hollywood, when you're 14, you are around people that are 17, 21,
30.
And I remember, like, I think I saw this, I don't remember who it was, but it was a younger actor. And she said she had to kiss someone that was like 15 years older than her. And they were like, what was it like
It
kissing
was
him?
Brad Pitt. It was old girl and Brad Pitt. What's her name?
I don't remember her
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
But they was like, how was it kissing him? She's like, I don't know. I'm literally 12.
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter what I feel like about kissing him? I want to talk about the movie. That's what she was saying. And they were asking her about kissing
Oh, grown ass man.
a grown ass man. And she's like, she didn't even think, she didn't see it as anything outside of acting.
She was acting. She was doing her
And
job.
they saw it as
Sexual.
Oh my God, sexual.
You're
And I
kissing
feel like,
Brad Pitt.
and I feel
Yeah.
like when it comes to Hollywood, we sexualize a lot of children a lot earlier. And it's I think it's a Hollywood effect because even with Glee, everyone there was probably child offenders. And I'm not trying to defend it, but I'm just like, is there a reason why these people think it's okay?
I don't think it's Hollywood because I feel like it's real life. We see all the time little men, not little men, grown ass men getting with little girls, regardless of their economic status or, their ethnicity or whatever they do. It's very common for a adult man to want to be with a little girl. So Hollywood doesn't make any difference. It's like, okay, more easy access to little girls.
That's it. The
Yeah.
access. Because they definitely have their fetishes, but I think it's the access.
It's the access.
Because they even talked about when Drake reached out to
And Millie Bobby.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the girl on Stranger Things.
Why are you texting a child?
That was weird.
But I'm saying, but the thing
Yeah.
is, when you are running in the same circle as someone, age literally doesn't run in your mind. Like I'm not gonna be. I'm speaking for myself. When I only go older because younger really actually makes me disgusted. But when I'm around older men, I don't feel like they're older than me because I'm like, if I have access to you in this capacity, like
Okay, but you're a grown ass woman talking about other grown ass men. Like, imagine if let's say me and NLE Chopper are in the same
he's
room.
21, babe.
He's
I think he's like 23 now.
23 now.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was like 18.
No, babe. When we were talking about him first, he was 18.
Okay,
He's grown up a little bit.
He's grown up a little bit. Okay, like what's another one? The Stranger Kids. The Stranger Kids.
I think they're like 19, 18, 19. Yeah.
Even if I was in the same, I would not be looking at them in any sexual manner. Even though we are around each other, I'm not looking at little kids.
Mhm.
I'm not looking at anyone who's, even NLE is still kind of little to me. Like, if you're under 25, 26,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at you.
It's so hard to look at
Regardless
you.
if I have access to you or not, I'm not. So that's why whenever we're like, how is this girlfriend 27, 28? Because I'm like, I don't see him. We can all acknowledge he's attractive, but you're still a child. You don't got no body hair. He ain't got no beard.
He did not.
He ain't got nothing. He a
He
baby.
did not. He's still doing TikTok
So
dances.
even having access to children does not make me want to be around a child.
Yeah.
It's your perversion. They want that. They like that. And now it's easy to get them because they're right there with them.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say all things considered, even though we did go left, we were trying to go right with what we're talking about. And that gets to a topic of conversation, which is sexual health. And this is Sexual Health Month. And September is Sexual Health Month.
So September is Sexual Health Awareness Month. So we want to get into is why is sexual health so important?
It's health.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
It's quality of life. So for me, I tie it into more than just health. I tie it into female and woman empowerment.
Ooh.
There's such a stigma out here that's just been around for who knows how long. And I'm over it.
Yeah.
Like, women enjoy sex.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
If you can't tell me that the clitoris is there for anything but pleasure.
I had sex with myself today.
And I'm not even going to lie to
I
you.
love
When
it.
you say that, I feel the same way you do, but I have a sister, love you so much. Sorry, I'm telling your business. She said that sex is for recreational. No, she said it's only for reproduction uses. And I said,
Only? That's it?
and I said, girl, how many times you be having sex? I ain't gonna put your business out here, but I told her she'd have more sex because the way that I play in the playground is definitely it's recreational.
Having sex only to have a child
is insane. And what if you don't even want any children?
Right. Then you just get left out. Absolutely
Like
not.
my pussy has to be abandoned because I don't want to bear a child.
Yeah,
It's insane
that's a
to
no
me.
for me, dog. So we're going to talk about how to observe Sexual Health Awareness Month. So one way to observe it is spread the news. Let people know, like we're doing now. Hey, it's Sexual Health Awareness Month. Like get your sex health in check. Make sure you understand your sexual health, which means get motherfucking tested.
Period.
And celebrate the day by having sex. That's all the ways you can observe the month. I wish I could spend the day having sex, but that's neither here and there. So
we looked up some myths about sex that people think are like true, but they're not.
yeah.
And so one of them, and you know what?
And if you have any myths, you can let us know.
Because honestly, I thought this, and this is why I do this, because I don't know anyone that knows me, a period don't stop nothing but a sentence. So, getting pregnant on your period, you thought that you can't get pregnant on your period, but you can.
We were told that.
We were told that, and I believe it.
Yeah.
So I kept telling my boyfriend, I'm like, yeah, let's fuck right now, because I can't get pregnant. Like,
I was
the
told
egg's
you
already
get
cracked.
pregnant on your period and a couple days after it.
That's what I heard, but it goes off of ovulation, and you can still be ovulating while you're on your period. But I mean, I've been lucky enough, bitches. I've been lucky enough to have sex on my period. I don't know about y'all hoes, smelling like iron and motherfucking quarters down here.
Pitties. I think it's disgusting.
I love it. I don't know. I've only had sex on my period with one boyfriend, and I just feel like because he unlocked a level of nasty that I didn't know was there, and now that's why I kind of feel like I'm stuck like Chuck. Like,
don't like periods.
Fucking hate
Maybe
this
if
man.
it's like the last day.
Nah, first day,
if
babe.
it's any blood, I'm not doing it.
First day.
You better lay that towel down.
Hello? The lubrication is the blood, babe. You laughing.
Okay.
happens.
Another
It
one
helps
is if you are aroused, you shouldn't need lube. That's a motherfucking lie, because especially if you're a safe bitch like us, if you're using condoms, it dries out the pussy eventually.
It does.
So yes, no matter how wet the pussy, no matter how wet you think your pussy is, a condom is going to dry it out. So yes.
Always.
No matter how, you need lube. Get lube. Use lube. Don't be ashamed.
Do you have any myths? Because I have another one.
Let's see. You can't get pregnant the first time.
Oh, shit. That always, yeah.
I know a girl who got pregnant the first time she had sex, period.
That's insane.
The first time she had sex.
Like, why would the first time you have sex, you have it without we gonna
It was
get
her
into that.
boyfriend.
I don't give a
It was
fuck.
her boyfriend.
Shit. We gonna get into that because I'm the condom queen.
Yeah. I mean, high school, you get your boyfriend.
No.
Thought
Actually,
you
the
were
funny
safe.
thing is I lost my virginity to someone that wasn't my boyfriend while I had a boyfriend. We'll get into that. So another myth that I have is you can't get pregnant from pre-cum. My best friend in high school got pregnant from pre-cum.
Yes.
Yeah. My myth is that you can lose weight by having sex. You can't. It takes exactly 35 encounters to even lose 1 pound. So if you
always say that sex always makes you burn calories. They always say that.
You burn about 30 calories having sex, because realistically, sex usually lasts for 5 to 10 minutes.
Whose?
First,
The
a lot of
standard,
people, sex usually lasts for 5 to 10 minutes, including
foreplay.
Wait a minute now.
Hold up.
yeah, including foreplay. Because you know what? A lot of girls aren't getting foreplay.
They're not.
Respectfully,
They're not
hold on.
And they need to stop putting
I'm going
out.
to outsource
Yeah.
this information. John, you having sex. How long do you be having sex for?
John is a young adult.
Wow.
Most people are not his age.
15 minutes. Okay, so your actual sex. 5 to 10.
Girl, this is on average.
Maybe
We're
because
not
I'm a
talking
cougar
about
now.
you.
I'm
We're
a
not-
cougar now, so
not-
I like to have sex for like at least an hour. I remember one time, me and my nigga got drunk. We was fucking for like 3-4 hours. Like we would stop.
Yeah.
Start again.
Yeah. That's
like,
But no, our stopping is not after 15 minutes though.
girl, this is for most people in America are fat. Remember that. Most people in America are overweight. They're not young people who work out. Like, let's be for real. Most Americans are fat. So yeah, their sex is not lasting more than 10 minutes because they don't do cardio. Like, you've seen the average
like my lung
American bitch.
capacity.
Imagine them fucking. It's not lasting.
My last myth is that oral and anal is safer than penetrative sex, which is a myth as well because
Yeah.
people don't
Get
understand.
STDs.
Even if a bitch sucks your dick and she has gonorrhea, you can get gonorrhea because she has it.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand. They feel like, oh, I just got head from her. You can still catch something from someone.
Yes.
It's not safer.
Yes.
But sucking a dick with a condom on sounds insane. So you probably should not be
That's
sucking his
why
dick.
sucking dick should always be personal.
It should. I don't even suck every dick I see. I actually hate sucking dick. So for me, it's
I'm
like,
a dick sucking bitch. I love to suck a dick, but I'm not sucking
wow.
every. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you know this. I've never denied the fact that I'm a dick sucker, but sucking dick should never be with the condom. So that's why you can't suck every dick.
I can't suck every dick. Niggas don't even
cannot suck
shower
every
every day. Like,
No, you cannot suck every dick. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't
my
understand
last
dental
myth-
dams either. Yeah.
Yeah, my last myth is all women have orgasm through sex. We do not all orgasm through sex. Vaginal sex, I'm sorry, to be specific. Some girls orgasm through head.
yeah.
And some penetration alone is not enough for most of us. Do you have another one?
2 condoms at once is not safer than one.
2 condoms at once.
That's
There's
insane.
actually been songs by niggas saying they put 2 condoms on because the bitch was like, I put 2 condoms
Oh
on.
my god!
I never heard of that.
Yeah, and then some niggas put 2 condoms on.
Double
And I'm like,
penetration.
if you have to fuck a bitch with 2 condoms on, like
You should be if she's that nasty. No, come on. You're
Honestly, they probably just want to
I
see
feel
what
like
it
2
feel
condoms
like.
would slip out more easier.
The friction is more likely to break it.
I believe that. That makes more sense. Okay. So let's veer off and let's talk about the more important matters. So we're going to talk about you, Loyal, and we're going to talk about your company. We're going to talk about why you started it. When did you start it?
and the reasoning behind
the
it.
reason behind it. So let's get into all the good stuff.
Absolutely. So, okay. I have a super, super, super close friend. She was dating somebody for like 8.
Hold on, reiterate, because for people that probably don't remember your company and all that good stuff.
Oh, okay.
Reiterate.
So my company's name is Indulgeray. The logo is a queen chess piece. Tagline is think like a queen. And the chess piece is because, of course, the queen is the most powerful piece in the game. She moves any direction she wants.
It's a fact. I like that.
Chess is strategic. You always have to be a step ahead. It just fit.
Just like sex. Be a step ahead.
Right. Be prepared. Absolutely. So I had a friend. She became single after about 8 or 9 years. Got in touch with somebody that she used to mess with. They hooked up. They weren't safe. And I was like, come on. He didn't have one. And I don't buy condoms because I kind of feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I went on Amazon, of course, looking for maybe a variety pack or something. All I saw was like studded, heated, warming, cooling, nothing that was multiple sizes. So I went to a couple of name brand websites. They have those kind of, like the fishbowl variety packs. So they have those still marketed towards men.
Yeah.
Like find your fit, find what you like. Nothing towards women. Like it is a male dominated industry.
In everything.
Right. I'm like, I done brought my own chair to this table. Okay. I'm here to eat. So I said, let me do some research. And this was October of last year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so this is a relatively new
It is a new company.
Okay.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, we offer right now, the standard is typically a large, again, male-dominated industry. They like to call the average size large because they don't want to have their little feelings hurt.
Men and their ego and their feelings.
Honestly, and we're going to get into that when we talk about
Yeah.
our introduction to sex and the taboos of sex. So, do you want to get into your personal story about your...
Were you finished?
I mean, yeah, just it's 2 sizes.
Yeah.
The standard. Yeah, let's open it.
Let's open it. So, packaging, super fucking cute.
Love it. I think this is so discreet and so cute for
And
us.
honestly, one thing that we want to highlight before we get into anything, there is an expiration date. And I feel like when I was telling Sammy when I first got here, I said, condoms expire and men don't know that. There's so many things that you can do to put wear and tear on condoms. People don't know, like leaving it in your wallet.
In your wallet
is not a good thing.
You're not supposed
leaving
to
it
do
in
that.
heat is a bad
In your
thing.
car.
There's so many things that men do to condoms that make them ineffective, but they don't understand that that's making it ineffective.
They don't
because
even know.
They don't understand.
They don't even
So
know.
I'm like, so the packaging is super cute. She has and I keep saying I can't wait to use
I
them.
like this.
Like my pussy ain't on lockdown.
She
But,
even has a little package. This is so cute for us girls because the girls live for the aesthetics.
We do live for aesthetics.
We live for the aesthetics.
So she has two different sizes, right?
Yes.
And I keep saying I can't wait to use them because I use them. But yeah, because anyone that knows me, I'm a self-proclaimed condom queen. And I say this because I'm going to probably get into... No, I'm going to say right now before we get into the taboos. Because I use condoms because the times that I didn't use condoms, I got an STI. Every single fucking time. Every time I didn't use a condom with someone, I called Sammy and I said, damn, God don't fucking fuck with me. Because every time I don't use a condom, I catch something.
Yeah.
Right.
And
that's how common it is. That's how much people have them.
It is, but people don't talk about
But
it.
the thing is, I would ask a guy, I said, X, Y, and Z, And then, so that's why I'm saying for the last boyfriend that I was with, my most recent boyfriend, I was like, do you want to go to the place? Like, you want to go to the clinic together?
Let's
get tested?
together.
Because I don't want to put no accountability on you and not accountability on me. So for me, I've got an STIs because I trusted niggas. And that's what we say. Fuck these hoes.
You
But
can never
she
trust
has,
a man.
okay, think like a queen. So one size is,
So this comes in your package.
yes.
It's delivered straight to your door, discreetly.
Nobody has to be. I'm fucking.
I mean, don't nobody have to be in your business.
Right.
But it explains the sizing. So your regular is the rook.
The rook, which is this one.
And then you
The
have the bishop that's extra large.
I like that.
And I'm glad it's from our discretion because guys tend to think they're bigger than what they really are.
They really
a
do.
fact.
And I'm about to let you size you up right now.
They
baby.
really do.
And honestly,
They'll be carrying a whole magnum and that thing's about falling off.
So I was talking to a guy and I was having sex with him. I'm gonna say also, I was also gonna be disclosed anyways, that he thought he was bigger than what he was, and we were having sex with a condom. The condom got stuck in my vagina.
Yep.
And guess what? I like at first we were like, I was like, maybe we just like threw it off because we were drunk the night before. So we're like, maybe, X, Y, and Z. The night, and I was like, no, it still feels weird.
Yeah.
So he literally had to take his hand and literally, it was the most
Painful.
awkward shit I've ever had to deal with. And I said, this is why.
Exactly.
This is why.
This is why.
Exactly.
That's happened to me too. When I was when I went to Florida to talk to the guy that from Miami, the condom got stuck in me because he thought he was bigger than what he really was.
And I feel like there's no
And
shame in your
dangerous.
game.
That's
Like,
dangerous.
honestly, I feel like people think that you have to have this big ass dick. Respectfully,
Most
me,
women don't.
I don't
Women
like
like
a
big
big ass dick. Don't.
I like a big dick, but
No.
more of the girth.
I like the girth more than like the length.
Yes.
Because if you trying to fucking kill my shit, like you don't know what you was working with. You didn't
Yes.
even know what God blessed you with. Because I told people all the time, the best sex I've ever had, and it was one of the smallest dicks I ever had. He made me squirt. His dick was probably like this.
Wait a minute.
A girl, it was a pencil. And guess what? The nigga was fine as fuck. Like he was America's most wanted when it came to fucking that man. And
Okay.
he was.
That just lets you know size is not always the thing. It's the motion in the ocean. I mean, size kind of matters to me too, but the motion in the ocean is definitely the most important thing. Because if you got a big dick, you can't fuck with it. Then, bitch,
So do you want to talk about your introduction to what you was when it came to you talking about the birds and the bees with your mother?
Yeah, so we can talk about our introduction to sex education. My introduction to sex education was actually in 8th grade. In the health class, we watched a video of the woman giving birth.
Ooh.
And yeah,
that's intense.
Dramatic.
Yeah,
right?
I saw a video of a woman with a hairy ass vagina and a baby came out of
That's
it.
realistic
and I
though.
was in
Bitches don't be fucking waxing or shaving when they got a baby.
And you don't have to because you about to have a baby. So that was my introduction to. When I saw that video, I was like, okay, yeah, that's disgusting. And then later that year, we had an actual sex class. We watched a whole J-Lo movie of the domestic violence, and they taught us about using condoms, and of course it's Texas, so they also talk about abstinence. But I mean, abstinence is great. I feel like we should definitely push to practice abstinence, but it's not realistic. We're gonna be fucking. So the fact that you can push people to not have sex when you're in middle school, but let's be real. Let's give people condoms. I wish they gave us condoms in school, in middle school and high school, because girls were pregnant. Girls were having babies.
Yes.
And I feel like because we're a Texas school, they want to practice the godly Christian way
Bible Belt.
and not the realistic way. Yeah. And the realistic way is give kids condoms, because regardless of if you want to or not, or want to acknowledge or not, we're fucking. We know about sex. We're doing it.
Yeah.
You don't want kids to do it, but they are doing it. So I wasn't doing it, but lots of kids were. So the best thing is to put a condom in our motherfucking hand, tell us to use this and use this right. Mm-hmm. And that would have prevented a lot of babies from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Rink babies.
So that was my introduction to sex.
What was your introduction to sex?
So yes, I knew girls in middle school that got pregnant. We hung out at the skating rink a lot. So they'd go and have sex at the skating rink. It was pretty dark in there.
Not the skating rink.
Yes.
You know what? When
it was dark in there.
You have sex wherever you can.
You can to be alive, babe.
Yeah, right.
Or the movie theater. My parents,
I knew someone who did it.
Big in church from Atlanta. They were like, sex, don't have it till you're married. And if you have a child, I'm not raising it. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And for health class, now we got a video that was like all these STDs. And that was pretty scary. I'm not going to lie. But
that's a good one.
That was it. That was it.
I think for me, when it came to my sexual introduction, it was mostly my social group, because my mom was very, like I told you, she was like, you have sex, you get pregnant. So like for me, like I said, all the time, I was the last person out of my friend group in high school to lose my virginity, because I was so scared I was going to get pregnant, because my mom was like, Africans go to the worst case scenario.
My mom told me that too. My mom said, if you have sex, you're going to get pregnant.
Like she didn't even tell me the steps in between it. And even as my adult ass age, we barely talk about sex, but it's just so infuriating to me that it's like we don't get knowledge from our parents, so we seek it out from our friends that don't know shit either.
Know anything.
The same, the blind leading the blind.
Like literally the blind leading the blind. Like, so when I lost my virginity, it took all of like 10 seconds, and I was in a man's grandma's house and the grandma walked in. Like, I'm telling you, it was very traumatic. And I'm thinking like, oh, this is what sex is like, because my friend, she got pregnant in high school. So I was like, oh, so she probably had 10-second sex too. Like this is the thing. This is what life's about.
10-second sex.
No, honestly, because for me, it's like
that's not worth
the moment it hurt, I was like, oh, we done. But I know you have to push through. I know you have to be a soldier. So I was like, I had no education about it. But granted, I did use a condom, because I was like, I think the condom's like an extra layer of I did not know, because the thing is, I didn't have a sex ed class when I was in high school, which is even crazier.
Wow.
We're
gonna talk about that, how some cities and demographics. Yeah,
I feel like they probably had it, but I didn't take it, because in my mind, that wasn't the road I was on. I was taking, like, when I took economics, or was it home ec, I was taking cooking classes instead of the sex ed classes, because that doubled sometimes as the sex ed class when you were doing home economics. We weren't doing that. I was cooking and shit. I was doing woodwork. There were so many other options that were planned out for me, and I'm like, okay, because I wasn't having sex. But when I did have sex, I was like, I don't know what to do with all this. And not only does sex have so many feelings involved with it, it's like sex is not as simple and easy as everyone in this generation at our grown-ass age still trying to make it seem. Because sex is not wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Because there's so many consequences that lead after sex, even if it's a one-night stand.
Even like the feeling of regret, the guy found out later. Like, anything happens after, like, everything changes after sex, and it's just so annoying.
That's a fact.
So let's get into some STD stats. According to American Psychology, 43% of Black women specifically, have STDs, and 37% of Black men in the U.S. have it. This is the U.S. base, have STDs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're only 13% of the population.
Right.
So the fact that our numbers are higher than white people and we're less the population is scary.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, and of what she saw, I said, what is the most common STD that Black people get? And it is, we have a higher rate, 55.4% have gonorrhea and or chlamydia. And so that's 10 times more than among whites. And honestly, I can, like I said,
10 times.
and I can only say for me, respectfully, because when I did catch a STD, I caught both.
I've gotten chlamydia and gonorrhea
And I feel like that's when we were talking about the taboos. It's like,
Yes.
it's so taboo to say like,
I went to college.
yeah, I've caught chlamydia and I've caught gonorrhea before.
Yeah.
And for me, when I told my mom, she was like, oh my God. And I'm just like, Mom, I like, I'm not out here fucking 8, 10, fucking 15
It
niggas.
only takes
It
one.
takes one.
It takes one person, and even further, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I caught chlamydia when I was in a relationship.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So everyone is so like gung ho about X, Y, and Z and what you believe. It's like always get checked and always put yourself first, because no one is thinking about you. Like in the moment of weakness, men are not thinking about getting a condom.
At all.
In a moment of weakness, women are not going to charge them up about it. And that's why when I say that I'm a woman that buys condoms, I'm a woman. That's why I keep saying I can't wait to use them, because I buy condoms. When I was dating men, I would have condoms in my apartment, and they're like,
and the
question
judgment they
you.
will give you.
Yeah.
they were like, you have condoms? I'm
Like you're a prostitute.
And I'm like, do you have condoms? I'm like, no. And I said,
Well, do you want this
so,
or not?
So
and the
what?
thing is, I'm like, the possibility outside of this is a pregnancy.
Right.
A STD, because you don't know me, I don't know you. I know you well enough to like you and invite you over here, but that's as far as I know you.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, so the most common ones are chlamydia and gonorrhea, and I've caught both, which, like I keep saying, I have a friend, he's like, what did I say? He's like 38, 37, and he was like, yeah, I've never caught anything. And I feel like that's a lie.
Right.
And unrealistic, and I feel like people don't want to be honest about it.
They
Yeah.
don't.
But I feel like,
But we're here to be honest about it.
and even respectfully, even if you have something as bad as herpes, you can literally
well, I would
live.
say as bad as HIV, because
Well,
herpes you can live.
I know, but even
Well, actually, HIV
I'm
you
gonna say
can
the
live
way
too.
that
It's
modern,
expensive.
I'm gonna say the modern medicine is, like I'm saying, people like, I told you, someone caught herpes on her first time having sex with someone.
Yeah.
So she ain't been out here fucking people. And they said that people that have herpes are dirtier. They're actually cleaner. I dated someone that had herpes, and he was way cleaner than me. He didn't eat meat. He didn't like anything. So I'm like, he didn't know until I told him, get checked.
Let's dispel with herpes and probably some other things, especially guys. It's harder to tell when a guy has an STI.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's why we told him to get checked.
It affects women more than men, because one, it's easy
Absolutely.
for us to get it.
Because our
and-
vagina gonna tell us the
and
moment
it's harder for
they got
guys
us
to
fucked
know.
up.
And guys don't get tested for
They
HPV.
don't get tested. Oh, yes.
HPV affects them.
yeah.
There's no test for men for HPV.
He only used to get checked for only chlamydia and gonorrhea. And I told him, I said, no. I said, I got checked for everything. I said, I'm good. I said, you get checked for everything.
Yeah.
And he got checked for everything, and he had herpes, and I didn't have herpes. I was like, okay, well, so I guess when you had an outbreak, you didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then sometimes you don't
that's
even
been
get
mild. And that's the other thing.
And he had
you
the-
can catch it even when there's not an
HSV1.
outbreak.
He had the one, not the two.
Yeah.
Because you know
that
there's
gets confusing because one's for like the mouth
and the two is for the vagina.
and
But
it can
either
flip
way,
flop. Yeah.
Yeah, and they say most people catch HSV1 by the time they're 5 years old because of kindergarten. So it's like just
There's so much.
Just
There is.
so much, and just to get educated.
Yeah.
So let's get into
the graphic.
the geographic disparities, population wise, education wise, media influence, and music. So we're saying all these things have an influence on the STDs in the city and how much STDs people have. So for example, a city like Houston, there's a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
But a small town in Texas, their education is not as good when it comes to STDs. So like big cities and people who are in small towns, I feel like, in my opinion, from what I've seen, tend to have more STDs because big cities, because just the population is so dense, and small cities because their education is not that high. So because they don't have such education, they're more likely to catch STDs because they're practicing abstinence, but we all know it's not like logical at all. So music, definitely. I was talking to you about it earlier, and I was like, do you think certain celebrities should be careful about their music because they're promoting sex, and because they're promoting sex, it's like encourage people to have more sex, and they're not even saying anything about being protective about it. They're just talking about sex. So that's
But once again, I also told you it's not the media's responsibility to tell you to be safe. The media is there to sell sex because we said since an age of time, sex sells.
Yeah.
That's why the prostitution industry is still very high.
It's been
that's why
around since the
porn.
beginning of time.
That's why I'm saying porn is still very high because sex sells. People want to act like sex is so taboo, and that's the reason why it is literally controlling us because we are not ahead of the curve. We're not literally saying, okay, there's more positive. Like we have songs like we said, WAP. Where it's like a wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Then we have songs like that one
Slob
nigga.
on my knob.
And then he's like, take that
songs.
rubber off, fuck that hoe, meat to meat.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a song.
No.
There's
There's a song saying,
No.
take that rubber off, fuck that hoe, meat to meat. So we are literally told and we're programmed that having unprotected sex is okay. And I told her, and now so that even leads to our social circle. Because like when I said, even Suki got that one song like eating his ass, eating that nigga's ass. And I was like, I never considered eating a nigga's ass, but a lot of my friends that I hang out with talk about eating nigga's ass. And I was like, maybe in the shower I might, you know? And the thing is, I haven't done it yet, but because my social circle is saying that it's acceptable.
Yeah.
And I fuck with them. And I feel like I trust them. And they said that you eat a nigga's ass, he gonna buy you a car. That's what they said. And the streets wasn't lying because I saw what the streets got from eating a nigga's ass. So
And she got a car. She got a car for eating ass, y'all. So
she got fired.
Girls,
So that's what I'm saying.
start
So
eating
those
the rich
things
niggas'
all
asses.
considerably, all those things do influence us when it comes to sex. And when we are thinking about all
Just
those
lift
things,
one leg up. Okay, sorry.
I'm saying when we see, when we see all those things, we are not considering back to what's more important, which is our sexual health.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dang.
So what do you think about these influences and how they can affect sexual health? And
So there was a point where, okay, we had our Lil' Kim, we had our Foxy Brown, and I was like, let's go. Even Mia X would come in there sometimes talking about floss your teeth with my pussy hairs. But then it...
I like that line.
I like the way that sound too. Maybe my
pussy
booty hair
hairs.
though.
I'm about to make that
My booty hair though, because I ain't got no hair in it, buddy.
So I get women were just coming out and they were just all about their sexuality.
Empowerment.
But it felt like it kind of cooled off. And then Trina came up in there and it was just her.
Trina nasty.
Trina's real nasty. But I fucks with it. So then it cooled off again. But it has exploded lately.
Oh yeah.
Exploded. And I'm not mad at it. Like, those songs are fun. You know what I'm saying? They're like gas you up. But at the same time, put on a condom.
Put on a condom. Yeah.
Heavy on put on a
But
condom.
I feel like, are the male music talking about put on a condom? Like,
No.
why is it up
But
to
the,
the
thing
women?
is, but the thing is, we can't hold men to the same standards as we hold ourselves because men don't give a fuck about themselves. Do you think they give a fuck about us? And we say it
Yeah.
all the time. When we ask men about their shit, they're like, "Oh, I got my papers."
No, they say, you healthy, I'm healthy.
Exactly.
They base their health on my health.
Honestly, and
Man.
like, if I tell a man I got checked 3 months ago and he's like, well, you ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We can't base it off of the fact of just being in this disillusion because I'm a very delusional bitch, but I'm not delusional about this pussy. And the moment my pussy is gonna let me know when something going wrong.
Always.
If it's too wet,
Always.
that's a problem.
Always.
I feel like if I'm like, so I'm saying your vagina and or
She is
your
in tune, yes.
is going to let you. I feel like vaginas let you know more
Be
than
in tune.
your penis will. So
Don't
don't.
tell you shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't ignore it. I'm saying it's very seriously. Don't ignore it. Whenever your vagina gives the slightest tingle or your discharge is not, because discharge is normal, y'all, and bleaching your fucking panties to a different color is normal, as well.
Normal,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. There's
Just
so many
different
things that are
levels of acid.
normal with women that women feel embarrassed to talk
Yes,
about.
we don't
that
talk
we
about.
shouldn't be embarrassed to talk about. Because I'm like, the reason why we're not talking about it is because we're embarrassed, and when we're not talking about it, no one can get educated.
And the reason why the stats is what the stats says and the percentages what the percentages because we are not talking about it.
We
So
are just
gonna be
allowing,
the
we're
bitches
just
to talk
allowing
about
men
it.
to come in us with their fucked up pH balance. We
yeah.
are letting men to convince us that they don't like wearing condoms and we won't wear a condom. Because I was telling Samantha, this man I was talking to for only like 2-3 months was like, I don't like wearing condoms. I had sex with him once without a condom, and after that, he did not want to have a condom again. And I was like, I can't do that, and he stopped talking to me.
Yeah, they're so determined about that. So let's get into
The sex positive subscription. Right?
the community engagement. So more about what this is and what you're doing with the community.
Yeah, we absolutely offer a subscription pack, and you can set it at 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find it, though. You got to keep reminding people. I'm going to say, they probably drinking with us. Maybe not. Maybe they are.
But most likely they are.
So make sure you let them know your name every single time. Make sure you know where they can find you every single time.
Okay. So yes, Indulgere, INDULGERE.co. We offer, of course, your empowerment pack, but we also offer a sex positive subscription.
And what is that?
And you can set that to fit your timeline, your needs, so that you don't run out. Most subscriptions are one time a month, but this is if you need it less often, every 6 weeks. If you need it more often, every 2 weeks. Like, you can set it up so that it's delivered on your timeline.
And that's only on your website, or they do it from like Amazon? You know, sometimes Amazon partners with people where they can do that.
Right. Right now, it's just on the website. But I would say within the next month, because I am actually working with a person that's in charge of the Black Business Accelerator program.
Ooh.
Yes, praise God. So,
My question is also, are you in store or only online?
only online right now.
Okay.
But please know, I will be looking into all things lubrication,
Oh, I love a good lube, y'all.
non-latex,
Yeah, because some people are allergic to latex.
allergies.
Skin. I like skin.
Absolutely. So, but I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and so this is what I've got going at the moment. But there are steps to it, and eventually there will be a nonprofit leg to it as well that offers actually female internal condoms. So yeah, to countries that
Have you wore a female condom before?
I haven't.
I have never worn a damn.
I haven't wore a condom either.
They honestly, they look a little.
They're so big.
They're so weird. They're so scary looking. They're not attractive.
I'm gonna say I would rather a man wear a
it's
condom than I wear a condom.
Imagine getting your pussy ate. You'd want him to have it, because the thing about we don't
that kind of works as a dildo dam.
Honestly,
We
don't
don't
suck
eat
it
my
on
ass.
dick, but-
You just miss my pussy at this point. Eat my ass.
I mean, you still get STDs because a nigga will suck every pussy and ass. We don't suck every dick, but a nigga will
true.
suck it. Like,
That's
I know
We
this
might
one
need
dude.
that
I only
dance.
was talking to him for like 2 months, and he ate
And
the
he
fuck
wanted
out
it
my
right.
ass.
girl,
Right.
2 months, day one.
They offer
already
it.
eating it.
Yes. I'm like, wait
They
a
offer it
minute.
on the platter.
They
Like,
offer it on the platter on the
then
first
you get
day.
the gold package just because
When
you a golden
find,
bitch.
girl, when you find a nigga will spread your butt cheeks and eat it. Like, they'll do everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Do we want to get into some sex facts or do we want to skip that?
Let's get into some questions.
So you don't want to do sex facts?
Not really.
We should definitely do sex facts.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we're not even at 115 yet. 115, I feel the pressure is getting worse.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get into some sex facts. So a vibrator was actually invented to be a medical device when it first was created.
Really?
Yeah, it helped with I think they said hemorrhoids. And yeah, I'm saying I have a whole screenshot, girl.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, girl. Like, hold on, let me look. Let me look.
I thought you were about to say thyroids or cramps. Like, let me tell you, orgasm is good for cramps.
Invented.
Yeah, it is.
LOL. Not hemorrhoids. Hysteria.
Hysteria.
Both
What
start
is
with
that?
H. I don't fucking
What
know
is that though?
They made a vibrator for hysteria.
Hysteria.
Like someone going crazy.
Hysteria.
Listen, we need a release.
They said the mysterious female disorders. They made it because women were going crazy. So they wasn't getting enough dick at home that they had to make a vibrator.
No, they were probably getting dick at home. It wasn't the good
It's
dick.
trash. Yes.
It was because back niggas did not give a fuck about pleasing no bitch
At all.
So
You were there for
they
them.
made this so the bitches could stop going crazy.
Do you have any sex facts right now?
I'm gonna think about some. Come back.
Okay.
1 in 6 women have never had an orgasm.
I believe that.
1 in 6.
Hate
One in
that for
6
them.
women have never had an orgasm.
I'm glad me and my 6 bitches got
I've
had some
had
orgasm.
an orgasm
I had an
before,
orgasm.
but it's not because coming and having an orgasm are two different things.
Yeah, no, I'm actually one of the most fortunate women that actually came at had an orgasm while I came.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My
you
orgasm
stuck
came
like
from
Chuck.
double penetration.
That's why I be acting the way me and
Yeah.
Peaches just want to find love. That's why we act the way we do.
Yeah, my shit came from. It's a different kind of orgasm when they got the toy on your clit and fuck you beyond. That's where my orgasm came from. But
You a different type of nasty bitch.
yeah, the toy and
love
the
it
dick
here.
at the same time combo is crazy. If for my girlies who know,
They know.
it go crazy.
That rose.
But
yeah.
no, not every woman have an orgasm.
I think a lot of women probably don't know if they have had an orgasm.
Girl,
now,
you
clitoral,
know.
the clitoral, you would know.
That's just coming. I'm talking about like
But
the big O.
your
I feel like you know because you have
G-spots,
outer
no.
body experience.
the orgasm.
Like
the
you
big
literally want to like praise Jesus and that. Like
You know when
after
you're
I have
having
an
an
orgasm, I
orgasm.
want to get up and clean this nigga's house.
girl.
Coming don't make me do
you're
that
doing
shit.
this. Type
I'm literally
shit.
like,
You know?
I'm like, you need a stepmama.
She's like, where's the short bus? I need to hop on that bitch.
You fucking know.
But they're like rolling. It's like rolling slowly.
I've had that experience too. When
Yeah.
it just kept
Yeah.
over and over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so another fact is a big dick cannot stretch your vagina. If your vagina's big, it's big. It ain't got shit to do with a fucking nigga's dick. Niggas be like, oh, you fucked all them niggas, you stretching that pussy out. No, it's literally probably the same pussy because honestly, as someone that I am, and I love to overshare, so let's overshare. I fucked 2 niggas in one night, and guess what? They did not know the fucking difference.
They never know. They think they want to know. They never know. But remember that scene from Mean Girls? She's like, I can't help that I have a wide set vagina.
And a wide flow or something like that. Yeah. No, your vagina cannot get stretched out because of a man's penis.
It's a muscle. It just goes right back to
It
normal.
does.
It does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Just like
That's
all
how we
guys
have babies and go back
different.
to normal.
Yeah, just how they have different lengths, like our canals.
Yeah.
We have different depths. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is sex should not hurt. There's this misconception for sex should be painful for women. Like, oh, if it hurts, it's good pain.
I ain't never heard that
Sex?
shit.
That's
That's
a good
crazy.
one.
I've heard that growing
That's
up.
a good- yeah.
In middle school, high school, they're like, oh, it's good pain. Like, it hurts, but it's supposed to hurt. It's good for us. No. Sex, if it hurts, that means you're not lubricated enough. That means the foreplay wasn't enough. That means he should go back and do a better job.
He should go back downtown.
That's what it means because it should just slide in and be a healthy experience for both you and him. Don't forget you.
Don't forget you,
And him.
because you matter.
You matter too. Because for some reason, sex something that happens to women and not with women. We're having sex together. So yeah, baby. If it hurts, it's not good. Tell him to go back and try again.
Okay.
What do you say? At first you don't succeed.
Try
Try again. Stop humming the tune. Let him know. Try again. That's a nice little way to tell him. Try again, nigga.
I love it telling nigga they don't do enough. So, did you have any facts, or do you want to get into some questions?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay, well, if you do, you can always drop it in the comments because you know what? All of this video is gonna be posted on Wednesday. But let's get into some motherfucking questions.
All right. My question is, have you dealt with a man that was refusing to wear a condom?
Yes.
What is up with y'all? Why? What is wrong with y'all?
They just like carrying around that dirty ass dick with them dirty ass manners and them dirty ass decorum.
Like, what did he tell you the reason, or he was just like, no?
It's always it doesn't feel the same. I can't feel anything. I'm losing my erection.
And you know what's
I
so
don't
crazy to
care.
me? I've had some really good sex with condoms.
I
I
have
was
too.
literally like, I was
Yeah.
literally doing split on the dick. I was over here doing gang signs on a fucking dick. I literally was obsessed with a dick. I wore condoms. I'm telling you, because my friend was like telling me, I was talking about this one dude. And I was like, yeah, because I'm off my ex. I X, Y, and Z. She's like, find better dick. I said, baby. If you know the dick I was getting, it's not about the dick. It's because of the nigga. So I'm like, condom sex can be very
good, especially when
gratifying.
you add lube.
Yes.
Don't forget to add the reason why you're not liking it because you're not doing.
And stop using y'all spit. Y'all spit does
stop
not
using your
suffice.
spit.
Y'all's
It's
water
nasty,
from the
it's
sink does not
dirty,
suffice
your
for
mouth got
lube.
bacteria.
And that's what I'm saying. I have lube and I have condoms. I have all those things in my fucking house. And the only reason why I threw them out is when I got a boyfriend because I didn't want him to think I was fucking niggas in my house. X, Y, and Z. But you know what? I got some
back
condoms
on.
now. Back
We both got
outside,
some
boys.
condoms
My question is, at what age did you lose your virginity and why?
And why?
I mean, because, I lost my virginity because my friends told me that they all had sex, not because I wanted to.
I get it. Yep. Because I was kind of the last. I was 18. Yeah.
18.
It was my freshman year in college.
I think I was 16 or 17. I was like my senior year of high school. I lost my virginity senior year of high school.
Yeah. My next question is, what is your favorite sex position and why?
You little spicy ass bitch.
I know. Ooh. I like to... I don't know the real name for it, but I call it the lazy dog.
Is it the side place?
Yes.
Oh, I guess that's the name. That was Don Roberto. He went down.
That little side position, that way.
And no, it go crazy in the morning. In the morning, it definitely do because you got some morning breath type shit.
Right. Stay back there.
like just lift up to the cheek.
Especially when you gotta pee a little bit.
Or even when you spend the night over your family's house and you ain't even supposed to be in the same room with your niggas. You gotta do like the little, put the side cheek up. Like,
yes, that little side cheek sex be hitting.
I'm gonna say, what's your favorite?
My favorite sex position?
Yeah.
I think that's it. We got
I like getting on top because I like being a fucking dominatrix.
In control.
Honestly, my last boyfriend, he tied me up, and I feel like that might be my new one. But only one nigga tied me up, so I don't know if that's my favorite yet. I'm gonna have to just start bringing the tie.
I would never want to be on top. I mean, I will do it because I can ride dick on my feet.
The reason why I like to tie it, I like to get on top because I don't want to suck your dick. So I gotta compensate for not sucking dick.
Girl, as a woman, you don't have to do nothing. Just don't suck the dick. Just don't suck the dick. And he'll accept it. He'll be happy with the fact that he's getting some pussy.
Exactly.
Okay, my second question is, if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
So I have a W-2 job.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I help the veterans.
But it doesn't feed your passion.
It doesn't.
So sex is your passion. Same. You ain't even got to answer. Same.
Sex is your passion.
Same.
I didn't know, but yes.
I really do enjoy sex, and I love talking about sex because I feel like because we say it's empowering, does it take away from the fact that we're women? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
But I feel like men do feel like, oh, she's talking about sex. She's not woman like.
Some women also, participate in this patriarchy type shit. Like, oh, we shouldn't be talking about what we're talking about. But I mean, you should be glad bitches like us are talking when we're talking about, because your dollies listen to this shit.
Absolutely.
Because you're not talking about
You want
it.
to be a Grammy.
So you don't want to be a grandma at 25 or 40 or 35, however old you bitches are when y'all have kids. So you should be glad that we're talking about this so your daughters can listen to it and they can know sex can be safe and it could be okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to raise no kids. I know you don't.
Appreciate
people
that.
like laugh and, make comments about the company and, oh God, women like making their choices and that.
They don't want us to be empowered. They want us to be sex slaves when they only want it.
Like what is that about? Like,
I want us to be the Virgin Mary, but also a freak hoe at the same time.
Man.
And I'm gonna be a Cardi B all the day. So thank you all for following us on this journey. Thank you for allowing to have Black representation of Black women in the sexual health industry, letting you know condoms matter, Black women matter.
Yes.
Don't pay no motherfucking half and half on niggas. And you should follow the girls. So follow you.
INDULGERE, indulgery.co.
Sounds like lingerie. I feel like that was on purpose.
I love the name.
I feel like it was on purpose. Was it on purpose?
So it would it's the Latin root word for indulge.
So like indulge and then
Yes.
like it's like indulge and then it's like
Exactly.
lingerie.
Yes,
Like that was actually a perfect name. Like I can't even, I fuck with
so
it.
feminine. We love it.
So indulgery, and then follow your girls at the Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is Sip and Spill.
Want to give us a 5-star rating?
So them 5-star bitches out.
I sip wine, kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea. Sipping and spilling it.